What up, Earthlings? Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, my name is Marin, and on my channel, we ride the spiral. Sorry if this video ends up recording weird. I don't know, my editor is doing weird things, and normally I film with my phone like the long way, and then the video's the long way, but it's making me film like this. Anyways, how are you guys? I figured it was time to come back on and make a video since we're in a new year. I personally believe the new year starts in spring, but you know what I mean. Yeah, I figured it was time to come back, and of course, as the title says, I'm going to be talking about 2023 and what I intuitively feel like this year is going to bring to us as a collective. Anyways, let's just jump into it. So what motivated me, or inspired me I should say, to make this video was I was on a recent, well, it wasn't that recent, it was a while ago, but a couple months ago I was on a feminine roundtable with a couple of other amazing divine feminines here on YouTube. I have the video, you can check it out down below. I'll put a link. But we were talking about all of the layers to what's going on the planet, and how this is the Great Awakening and the Great Reveal, the Great Ascension, whatever you want to call it. And Ava, who's Queen Midas here on YouTube, was talking about, you know, what do we do when people are like teetering on that awakening, and they're like, they kind of know what's going on, but they still kind of don't. And that's sort of what I'm going to talk about in this video. I just wanted to touch on my perspective of everything that I feel is going on. And there's so many layers to this, you guys. There's so many layers to what's happening right now. And there's so many different angles and perspectives to look at, because everybody's in their own, you know, little bubble of this. Everyone's on their own frequency, everyone's on their own path and their own stage of awakening. So this makes it a really complicated thing, which is why I feel like there's many timelines playing out, and like movies, you could call them, that are very obvious to other people that it's a movie, but to some people they're like really caught up in it, and it's actually waking them up, which is what I believe it's intended to do. So there's so many layers to what's going on, and I thought, now that it's 2023, technically, at least on, you know, the Matrix calendar that we're on, I figured it was a great time to come on and talk about that. So 2023 equals a 7, right? You add up 2 plus 2 plus 3 and it's 7. If you look up what 7 means in numerology, it's a very spiritual number, and it's about, it can be all about going within, doing the shadow work, being a hermit, like kind of service to self, like filling your own cup so that you can, you know, give to others. It's a very spiritual number. And that's why I thought it was such a great time to come on and make this video, because my response to Ava's question was that people were missing that spiritual connection. So as I was saying, we are all on different paths of this awakening journey, right? Me personally, I woke up around 2012. That was a big wave as well for people. A lot of people woke up in 2012. There was a big energy shift that year. Just like in 2020, there was another big shift. A lot of people woke up. They had 2020 vision. Okay, this has been prophesized about. You guys, the people that run the show, or that were running the show, know this. That's why everything in 2020 happened, because they are trying everything in their power to stop this ascension. But joke's on them, because you can't stop this. But anyway, the point of this video that I want to make, and I'm just going to get to the point, is that so many people woke up in 2020, right? So many. And we were all locked down, right? So that gave people the time to research, because let's be honest, like, and this is all by design. They have us in a rat race for a reason, you know, so we're always in fight or flight mode. So we're never in that, you know, present moment. So we're not focusing on self. So we're not calm, because, and when our mind is calm and quiet, that's when, you know, we can sit with, and the truth just comes to us. You know, we all have everything within us. Everything that you're looking for in a spiritual teacher or a guru or whatever, we all have that within us. Okay, and that's why they keep us constantly distracted and busy. So we're locked down. People are finally getting a chance to research and they're rabbit hole hopping, right? So many people woke up in 2020. And I always just relate to my own path just to kind of like give you an idea of like what something can look like on an awakening, you know, the stages and the path that you're on. So for example, I woke up in 2012, okay? The first rabbit hole I went down, I'll never forget, it was, I watched the documentary about a Gerson miracle. It was about the Gerson hospitals curing cancer with high doses of fruits, vegetables, vitamin C, all this stuff. And it blew my mind open, okay? And then I researched for years about the government, you know, big pharma, how they put everything in our food and water, and all of that kind of stuff, which led me to like the Illuminati and Hollywood and all of the creepy stuff within that. And then that leads you into other stuff, and it's like rabbit hole hopping takes time, and I didn't have my spiritual connection until I was probably, you know, 5 years after being awakened for the first time. And so and I say this in a lot of recent videos that I've made, the beauty I feel of rabbit hole hopping is, the beauty of rabbit holes is they always lead in a circle. They all lead in a circle, and I feel like 99% of the time they lead you to spirituality, because all of a sudden these rabbit holes lead you to vibration and frequency. And well, how do you do that? And that gets you into meditation. And then you peel back all these layers and you finally get to the root of it. And that's what we're saying. People are missing that spiritual connection. People are very awake to the corruption going on in government, in pharmaceutical industries, in the big banks, in politics, and all of that. People are waking up rapidly to that, but they still don't know who they are. And I feel like that's what 2023 is going to bring. It is that number 7. It's about spirituality. It's about going within. It's about, you know, hermit mode, working on self. It's a spiritual number, and that is so desperately needed on the planet right now, because once, you know, we can go down these rabbit holes and scream all day that the government is bad, but how do we do something about it? And doing something about it is where that comes into knowing yourself, because our true power and their biggest threat is us doing the inner work, you guys. That is why they are constantly keeping us distracted. Us doing the inner work is the biggest threat to them. Our internal ascension is the biggest threat to them. Let me repeat that. Our internal ascension is their biggest threat. That is why they are keeping us distracted with so much shit right now. The world is a chaotic circus, because they know what's happening. They know the ascension's taking place. They know that Mother Earth, her vibration is raising. So is ours. We are waking faster and faster every day. And like I said, people, you know, it takes time to go down the rabbit holes, but they're waking up at a really fast pace. People are waking fast, and it's amazing to see. But we still have that disconnect. We can't make a change until people, you know, these people are freshly waking up, and that's amazing. But when you tell them, you know, if they ask, well, how can we make a difference? If you say go within and raise your frequency, and they don't know what that means, then what help are we? You know what I mean? We need people to make that spiritual connection. And like I keep saying, the beauty of the rabbit holes, which they are all down right now, is they always seem to lead to their spiritual awakening. It seems to always work that way, doesn't it? Let me know in the comments below, like, if that was like the case for you, like if jumping down the rabbit holes like eventually led you to spirituality, because you learn that religion's all BS and giving your power away is the name to their game in everything. It's divide and conquer, and giving our power away is how they have ruled us since the beginning of time. And so this year, I just hope we can collectively manifest this. I hope everyone just continues to do the research. I know that people are still so busy, and it's hard if you have kids, and I just hope and pray, and we all need to visualize this, that people find themselves this year, because they're already waking up to the government corruption. Once they wake up to their spiritual side, it is game over. You guys, it's game over for these people. I mean, it's already game over, but we can speed this up once people have the spiritual connection. That is what we're missing. People need their spiritual awakening. And I really firmly believe that that is what this year is going to bring. And once people are doing the inner shadow work and really finding who they are, that's when we can make a difference. You guys, this is a long road ahead. And I'm getting triggered at some truthers who keep pushing that there's going to be this overnight flip and the world's going to change. And trust me, I wanted to believe that for a really long time. But you guys, that's not how this works. There may be a solar flash, but it is not going to instantaneously wake up somebody who's dead asleep. I'm sorry, I don't buy that. I don't think that you can spiritually bypass. I don't think that you can just skip all your inner shadow work, because if you just skipped it all and then the light bulb went on, what lessons did you even learn? You didn't. We are ascending on a staircase. We are not ascending on something that just, boop, you push a button and you're here. That's not how this works. But it has come to me that us who woke up first a few years ago, that's for a reason. Yeah, I know we're tired, we're impatient, we want the flip overnight. Trust me, I want that to be real too. But you guys, it can't be that way, because people need to do the inner work. When they find who they are, that's where their true power lies. If you take that away from somebody and say, poof, oh, now you're awake, and everything's just sunshine and rainbows, what did they learn about themselves? The whole point of the journey is to ascend your soul, is to learn lessons. That's why we're here. So I've really had to come to the terms and accept myself that this is the beginning. This is only the beginning. We have a long road ahead of us. But then it also dawned on me, that's why we are here. We are in the dark tunnel of transition. The old paradigm has to crumble in order for the new energies to be able to come in. And that's where we are now. Everything looks dark and scary because old systems are crumbling. But we came to be the light during this transition, because people are confused, they're in fear, they think the world is ending, they don't understand what's going on. They're awakening to stuff, they don't know where to turn. You guys, this kind of stuff is becoming more mainstream every day. When I first started my channel 6 years ago, people were not talking about this stuff. Not many of us. It's growing like that, and it's going to even more this year because of that spiritual number 7. Guess what? We are also in the year of the rabbit. 2023 is the year of the rabbit. Talk about rabbit hole hopping, okay? I have really good intuitive feelings about this year, you guys. I think so many people are going to make that spiritual connection. That's where our biggest weapon lies, internally. The most cliche sayings are so true. Like, going within. That's the biggest thing you can do. That is why they are distracting us on every level right now. You know, even with like this thing in the arm versus not, awake versus asleep. All these things they're throwing at us. They know that you going within is the ultimate weapon against them, because once you make that spiritual connection and you connect with your higher self and you really are awake and you're like, oh, I remember what I'm doing here now, then they have absolutely no power over you or any of us. And that is when we can fucking move mountains. That's when we come in and we can destroy the matrix and usher in the golden era. So that's basically what I wanted to say. So if this resonates with anybody, let me know, because I feel collectively we are syncing up with each other more and more. Like, we're finding our soul families and tribes, and we're all like coming to these realizations at the same time, and it's like we're all on the same page. So if this resonates with you, let me know what you think in the comments. I'm just curious your thoughts, because I feel intuitively that this year is going to be a really big year. And Yeah, we have a long way to go, you guys. I think the world we're all envisioning, I see that being real in like 2030, but we can speed up the timeline. That's the beauty of people waking up to their spiritual side, is learning that we co-create our reality. We all create our reality. The beings that run the show are so low vibrational. They have used us to manifest for them. That's why we're all programmed on the same things. We're all being fed the same thing so that we manifest the reality they want. Well, now that we know that we have that capability and that power, we can manifest our reality. And the more people make that connection, the faster it will come. So yes, it could take a decade, but once people make the spiritual connection, which is happening faster every day, we can speed the timeline up. People just need time to get there right now. They're rabbit hole hopping, but they will get there. That's the beauty of researching. It leads in a circle. And people are going to find who they truly are underneath the matrix and underneath who this world told them what to be. And it's going to be a beautiful thing, and people are going to come to you that once mocked you. I promise you that. So be ready. Let me know what you guys think, if you agree. Thank you so much for watching. To all my lovers out there, I send you love and light. And to all my trifling ass haters, I send you extra love and light. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.